What's up, guys? John Raymond here, Independent Alloys USA. Haven't made a video for a while, so I thought I'd check in with you guys. I've had a couple new subscribers. I don't have anything real important to talk about. I just been busy, man, selling these coils. Sold a couple of machines on eBay. Is what it is. It's a starting point. You know, I'm a perfectionist. I can't help it. It's just in my nature, man. If something ain't right, you know, I gotta make it right. And I build every coil and every machine as if it was mine. Have a hard time letting them go sometimes. But I want to talk about let's talk about these quad coils right here. All right, there's 4 washers. Seems to be a new trend. Dark Vaughn, I believe, is the guy who supposedly started this whole quad thing. I actually got a complaint for my eBay post because it said quad coils, so I just changed it to split level coils. Anyhow, a guy said, you know, I'm not familiar with these coils. What's the purpose of having a quad coil? Personally, I don't have any experience with using quad coils, but from my knowledge in electromagnetics, it's not that dissimilar from a stilted coil. Say you're winding an 8-layer core, 8-layer coil, but you cut the middle out. Okay. So really, it'd be like a 4-layer. So I've been surfing around on the net, and people are saying, hey, I got these quad coils and they're overheating. Well, you only got half the wire that you would normally have with the regular size coil. So if you're running your machine with a 20, 23, 25 mag with the quad coil, you're not going to have the ohms and the power to push that needle because you don't have enough wire wrapped around the core. So, you know, in my opinion, you know, I could be wrong. I might catch some shit for this, but I think quad coils can be cool. You can make a lot of designs and come up with some cool shit for them, but really, it's basically just for looks, man. I think they'd be good for lining. Maybe some small mags. You know, anytime that you're tuning your machine, you'll hit a point in volts where you hit that sweet spot. And if you're in that sweet spot in your machine and you're trying to run a needle in skin and it ain't working, then it means there's something messed up with your setup. It could be the coils, it could be your springs, it could be a lot of things. But if you're cranking that voltage up to get more power, you're going to overheat these coils, especially the quads, because there's less wire on there. So you're overworking the coils. So that could be one of the main reasons why, you know, people are having problems with these quad coils overheating. You know, they have a purpose. And I don't think it's to push. You know, you could probably set one up to push some big mags. But halving it out, it's just not going to work out. You're not going to have enough power. Anyways, moving on. I'm building a machine for a guy. He sent this in. I put a nice chameleon paint job on it. It's like a purple, bluish. It's pretty sick. I ran into this problem. Got your inch and a quarter coil right there on that machine. So obviously this is like a lot of Mickey Sharp's machines. It takes 34 millimeter coils. So what am I gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to put a yoke on this machine. Even though it's an iron machine, I'm still gonna have to put a yoke on it. Digital caliper. Get yourself one of these, man. It's worth every penny. And get a good one. Don't buy that cheap shit. Breaks in a couple days. You can go off the bottom. If it's set up properly, you can go off the bottom of your saddle and level it out that way to find the point where you can take your measurement. Looks like I'm about 3.4 millimeters. So I'll take my yoke to around 3.4 millimeters. I customize my yokes to where you don't have to use a front shim. Little trick I do. Anyhow, man, check me out on eBay, Independent Alloys USA. Any type of coil you want, I will build it. You name it, I'll build it. I don't have everything in stock as far as like all that crazy neon glow in the dark shit, but you know, I got the basic stuff that you need, and if it's special order and you want it built right and you want it to last, you know, I back my shit lifetime. All of it. You know, other than normal wear and tear, you know. You know, a couple years, you know, your wire busts and you don't know how to solder the wires, send it back to me. I'll fix it. You know what I mean? The way I like to build my machines, man, it's all about performance first for me, and then looks. You know what I mean? I'm old school, man. I like naked coils, just with a nice clear coat. I like to be able to see the wire, I like the look of the wire. It just looks raw and rugged to me. I like that. 99.9% of the parts I use are all American made, except for some of my capacitors. The Japanese, they make the best capacitors. There's a few American companies out there like Illinois Capacitors, Liberty, but Japanese make the best capacitors. So I got a 130 degree Celsius capacitor here, which is a heavy duty capacitor. Normally they're about 105 is what you're gonna have. That'll help keep me from damaging it when I'm soldering, possibly, and also it'll last longer. All my binders, I like to use copper. I think copper's gonna look sick with that color, that paint job. I don't really have anything interesting. Look me up on eBay, man. Buy a set of coils. I guarantee it'll be the best coils you've ever used. They'll be built right, and I'll back them 100%, man. Just go on eBay, type in Flawless Tattoo Machine Coils. It'll pop up. Go to the rest of my stuff. You'll see the upgrades. I got a Timco bonded coil where as I'm winding the coil, I apply the Timco impregnating solution or resin, and then you cure it in the oven for about 3 to 4 hours at about 275. it will burn. It wasn't as easy to work with as I thought, and it's expensive. It's about $2.50 a gallon. But it's worth it, man. A bonded coil eliminates vibration like you would not believe, and the coil will probably outlast your your tattooing career or the top of your core. But yeah, man. I just want to check in with you guys. I seen I had a couple new subscribers. I'm just doing my thing, man. Building coils. This is going on the machine I just showed you. You know, coming up with some original shit. Trying to do my thing. Independent Alloys USA, John Raymond. For all you guys that I'm late on my Warzone, it's coming. Damn it, I'm working. I've been up all night working. All right, you guys, hit me up, man. Any questions, comments, anything you want me to do a video on, let me know. I'm not just gonna drop information on you guys, but oh, I got this build I gotta do, man. Dude sent me these 1943 steel pennies. He wants me to use these for washers. That's gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna fuck that up. Anyway, holla at me, guys. Look me up on eBay. Flawless Tattoo Coils. Check them out. This is the set I built today. It's pretty sick, right? I almost want to keep them. All right, fellas.